The Drama Files. From a TDF Originals production. Every neighborhood has a story. Every conflict leaves evidence. And every secret eventually comes to light. Welcome to the Drama Files. After weeks of fake violations and constant harassment, I stopped reacting. Instead, I started preparing. I thought the fake violations would stop after everything I'd documented.
Instead, every morning brought another letter.
I stopped treating them like threats and started treating them like evidence. Every letter, every complaint, every date, every photo. Then I decided it was finally time to upgrade my security. Every corner of my property would be watching. If anyone crossed the line again, I'd know. I wasn't looking for revenge anymore. I was waiting for the truth to come to me. For a few days, nothing happened.
Every evening, I checked the cameras before going to bed.
The neighborhood looked completely normal. I also made sure every incident had been properly documented. The evidence was becoming impossible to ignore. So I placed the flamingo right back where it had always been. Karen noticed it almost immediately. But this time, she didn't react. That silence made me more nervous than anything she'd done before.
Another week passed, and everything seemed unusually quiet.
Every camera showed exactly the same thing. Nothing. The alerts stayed silent day after day. Life slowly started feeling normal again. Even Karen seemed unusually quiet. I almost convinced myself the worst was finally over. But every night, the cameras kept recording. Just in case, I never muted the alerts. The entire neighborhood was asleep. Then, At exactly 2 o'clock in the morning, everything changed. My phone lit up beside the bed. It wasn't just one alert. There were several.
I opened the live camera feed immediately.
Someone was standing in my front yard. Then I recognized who it was. Karen wasn't there by accident. I stayed exactly where I was. I didn't want to interrupt what the cameras were recording. She kept looking over her shoulder, as if she expected someone to appear. She had no idea. She was already on every camera. She waited, almost like she was making sure nobody was watching. Then her attention shifted away from the flamingo. That's when I realized this wasn't about a lawn ornament anymore. She walked straight toward my car. Every angle was recording perfectly. She looked around one last time. I still didn't move.
She made the decision that changed everything.
There was no misunderstanding anymore. There was no misunderstanding anymore. Everything that happened next would be captured forever. She hesitated for just a second. I knew there was no turning back now. She believed the neighborhood was completely asleep. Every camera was recording from a different angle. I didn't need to do anything. A few moments later, the damage was done. She had caused far more damage than I expected. But I still stayed inside. She thought she had gotten away with it. What she didn't realize was that she hadn't been alone that entire time. I knew this moment had been coming for weeks. The officers had been waiting nearby the entire time. They were waiting until they had enough evidence. Karen believed leaving unnoticed. Then she saw them.
For the first time all night,
She looked genuinely shocked. The officers approached calmly.
My job was finished.
The conversation only a few moments. The conversation lasted only a few moments.
call to a few moments.
All right. Weeks of patience had finally led to this moment. By sunrise, the entire neighborhood knew something had happened. The evidence was impossible to ignore. Every second had been recorded from multiple angles.
I finally had exactly what I'd been documenting for weeks. Exactly what I'd been documenting for weeks.
Across the street, Karen's confidence seemed to disappear. Those cameras had done exactly what they were meant to do. For the first time in weeks, I finally felt calm. I never wanted revenge. I only wanted the truth to speak for itself. I thought the story was finally over, but I couldn't have been more wrong. I assumed the evidence would finally put an end to everything. There was more than enough documentation now. The neighborhood looked peaceful again. Karen stayed unusually quiet over the next few days.
I slowly returned to my normal routine. It finally felt like I could breathe again.
But peace has a funny way of making you lower your guard. I honestly believe the hardest part was behind me.
Then my phone rang.
What I heard next would change this entire story once again. Sometimes the strongest revenge isn't getting even. It's simply letting the truth tell the whole story. But this neighborhood still has one final secret to reveal. Next time on the Drama Files, Karen makes one last desperate attempt to leave the clubhouse before anyone can stop her.
I really need to get out of here. She insists the treasurer framed her and claims the money was always hers.
We finally learn what the court orders Karen to do with the illegal brick garage. The financial consequences become so severe, they change her future forever.
The ultimate showdown is finally here. Don't miss the Season 1 finale this Saturday.
Files, if you enjoyed today's episode, and you won't want to miss how this neighborhood war finally ends, we'll see you then.